You heard that correctly. A 6-year-old got 8 of his friends, got them to run a lemonade stand, which he researched where they would get the most amount of money from traffic. And
Mind blown.
he was taking the money from them.
And he used to go and look at the traffic trends and everything to find out which are the best placements for his stalls. And then he would place his friends over there, and then he would take profit from there.
Successful people. Why are they so successful? Well, we're going to talk about their stories. Are they real? Yes, they're real. That's why.
Are they like us?
No, they're not like us. They're superhumans.
Oh,
Wait, no, they are like us, but they did superhuman things that make them look like they're superhuman, but they can do it, but we can do it.
yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That was
So that's what we're doing. Right. We're talking about the smarts, and we're going to break it down and think, okay, what are their attributes? What made them successful? What's their story? And what can Sonny and I learn from them? And what can you learn from them?
Yeah, so what we decided is every week we're gonna do kind of case studies on there's a lot of people we can learn from, and every week we're gonna be learning from these people, their story, and how they handle their life struggles and objections and how they came across. And this can teach us a lot of stuff, which can teach you some stuff as well. And the guy we're starting with today is one of the best on social media. Everybody would know him.
Gary Vee! By the way, I don't know if you noticed what I did then. I held a fake mic when I have a mic there.
I saw that, Jeremy. I don't know. That's why you're 49%.
I'm 51%. I knew you were going to say that.
Anyways, so Gary Vee. Today we're going to talk about Gary Vee. Who is he? And what's his story? Why is he so successful? What attributes to his success? What are we learning from him? And what maybe can you learn? And
No, I want to teach people.
Okay. Yeah, Jeremy wants to tell everyone what to learn. So you don't decode yourself. All right. Who's Gary Vee? Tell us.
So Gary Vee is like the guy in the market that everyone knows as the social media specialist. He's
OG,
the content marketer.
social media marketer.
Literally, he's the first guy to have jumped on. Basically, he made social media platforms as popular as they are.
He made social media popular, and he made the hashtag hard work popular.
Yeah, legit. I like that.
Work hard, motherfucker!
The guy is like literally a guy that's always on top of the trends. He always sees what's going to happen before it happens. He tells you. He puts it in video format.
For
so
free.
many people are literally so successful in their business today simply from his free content he puts on YouTube because he is constantly up and about and he's aware of everything.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He's awesome, and he owns various investments as well in a lot of big companies, big tech, and he has his service industry, a lot of other service businesses as well, which we can talk about later. But with what fascinated us the most reading about him was his history and the fact that
I just realized something. His story, history. I'm sorry, I just had that realization, man. I'm like, whoever created the English language, you're a good person.
whoever created the English language, okay.
That's good, man. His story.
It's sexist because it's not her story.
I don't want to be politically incorrect.
Jeremy he's I'm
All
sorry.
right,
guys.
let's talk about his story first, then we're going to talk about what we can personally learn. Sure.
So let's jump on his story. His story. Gary Vee is an immigrant. So his parents were an immigrant.
Why the hell would you say that?
Like, I think he's.
Don't call him an immigrant.
What's wrong with this? It's not an abuse.
I'm joking.
He's so politically incorrect. If we get banned his side of the video, leave me on because I support.
I was going to say something on there, but I'm definitely going to be politically incorrect.
Yeah.
Go on.
So he came from Bulgaria or
Russia.
Belarus. Somewhere in Russia. I'm not 100% sure.
He's come from where they drink vodka.
They drink a lot of vodka there, but his dad didn't like the drinks. So they came here in America.
And made bottle
And
shop
by here,
here.
we're in Australia, but America is there. But it's pretty much over there on the map for us. So, long story short.
I'm sorry to put you guys through this.
Long story short. So he came here, and then he came with a superpower, which every immigrant family has. What's that?
Drive, ambition, goals.
Work hard and don't spend money on stupid shit.
Whoa,
That was their superpower.
I love it.
That's what he actually said that on one of his things. And his dad, when he came here, his dad had wine. He used to work in a wine store, and that's where his story starts. So from the beginning, I think his mindset went from seeing his family come to a new place and watch them trying to settle and work hard, and that's what made him think about how to solve problems and how to generate revenue and income. And the most fascinating was when we found out at 6 years old, this guy was employing 8 other friends under him in a franchisee for lemonade.
You heard that correctly. A 6-year-old got 8 of his friends, got them to run a lemonade stand, which he researched where they would get the most amount of money from traffic.
Whoa.
And
Mind blown.
he was taking the money from them.
And he used to go and look at the traffic trends and everything to find out which are the best placements for his stalls. And then he would place his friends over there, and then he would take profit from there. And this is super like it blew my mind. And then on top of that, there's 2 more layers. At 6-year-old, he could tell that one of his employees / friends was ripping him off from $1 or $2 a day. And that's brilliant, first of all, that he found that out. 6-year-old, he found that out. That's a smart motherfucking kid. And he found that out, and then he didn't catch him because that guy was a good salesman and he was giving him better sales. So he had that analytics and that business decision making at that young age that he let him do it.
Decided to let him go.
Yeah, they actually let it go.
Didn't say a word. He knew he was going to make more money. What kid is not emotional about that and thinks, you stole my this? Anyway.
There's no kid who actually doing the business at 6.
That's
this
exactly
is
it.
Absolutely like out of the world case, which is like...
I don't want to talk about this
it's
anymore.
It's superb on a few levels.
I'm serious. I'm stopping the podcast.
Boop, boop,
No,
boop,
I'm serious.
boop. It's like Mario going through the thing and then leveling up.
Are you not listening?
On the mushroom. Wait, we'll go to the next part, which will depress you even more.
All right.
We're supposed to get inspired by it, but some moments we feel like,
No. Like, in all seriousness, it just takes me back to thinking, what was I doing at 6?
Eating dirt.
You were eating dirt.
I was eating dirt. I think
you were eating, you know what's even worse? You were eating deli dirt.
Racist.
No.
This side of the screen.
I'm saying. This is going to get some bad press.
He's a Republican.
All right. Listen, what'd you say?
You're a Republican.
You're a Republican. I don't even know if we're allowed to say that. We're going to get banned for sure now. They're like, there's a white guy, there's another guy that's not an amazing human being.
You should stop.
All right, number 2. When when the boy was 13,
Whoa.
he saw only business opportunities. He's always looking at how do I get more money? How can I get revenue? Obviously, all of this was to take care of the family, help everyone. He was starting to sell baseball cards, buying and selling. He was doing so well. He was doing $2,000 to $3,000 worth of baseball cards a week
for a 13-year-old.
And by the age
As
of
a rich
13,
kid.
he accumulated $30,000.
In approximately 1988, by going to their timeline, by his age and stuff.
Which means the money would be worth something like what, $80,000 to $100,000 right now with inflation. A 13-year-old with. I don't want to talk about it.
Throw the mic.
Don't do it, because people are going to think, oh my God, they actually did it. We're not going to do it. But, you know, it just sort of shows where he's going on, which is why the learning that we're having is so powerful. Like, man, there's so much from here.
And with that much money in his bank account, this kid didn't slip on like other things, wasting money on drugs, alcohol, women. He didn't go in that direction with that money. Obviously, if he was like that, he wouldn't make that money. But after even having that money, he didn't slip.
It's a new lesson for me.
Kept on the focus.
He kept constantly, every time he had something, he always had something in his way to keep looking at. And so he never let go. He, because most people, I think when we have a goal like me, right, and it's something to think of, I'm coming close to my goal, and all of a sudden, like, because I see the end of the road, I start to slow down and I lose momentum.
Yeah.
And I think, what I can learn from him is, man, like, the guy would keep lengthening that road by saying, okay, I'm getting here, I'm getting here. Oh, look at this, man.
Yeah.
Dad's wine business, all of a sudden another. And then it's just constantly.
I think Dad's wine business was something that he had to start because his dad pulled him into the business, and then he had to it was an arranged marriage sort of business for him.
Yeah.
But
Well, put it this way, he went from earning that 30K
yeah,
to then going directly to his dad's business, earning $2 an hour
Yeah.
until he was 16.
yeah. But the good thing was I learned from him that in this was even when he went on that business, because he liked collecting memorabilia for the cards and stuff, he found out that people collect wines, and he connected those dots, and he found out that this collection is also one thing I can obsess over, and then he started doing those collections, and he also made a
Very
YouTube
smart.
channel
Yeah.
where he was testing wines and tasting them, and he was talking about all these collections, which was a big driver for sales for him.
Yeah, because basically he took over it was dad's business.
Yeah.
And so when he came in there, he was just looking at how to increase it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
to increase it, from his words, he saw the first time he went with his friends, they showed him the internet, whereas like he made some noises about it, like beep beep pop, and then they connected
pop,
to
pop.
the DSL internet in the old times, and
DSL.
he was mind struck. He was mind blown. It was out of the world for him. And what do people do when young teenagers go and find the internet first? They plug in porn, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to say they typed their name in Google.
No, that's like normal teenage boys who have sex drives and stuff. But what did he do? In 20 minutes, this guy found out people who are collectives of baseball cards, and he arranged sales with them. In 20 minutes, he was finding out ways how to make money, how to leverage that. That is brilliant. Like,
It's
never
just-
off track. His story is never off track. He never slid off the track.
I love it.
Sharp focus what he wants, money is what he wants, and then finding out ways how to leverage things he wants, and then he gets onto it. And just because of this attitude, I think, because of him jumping on these trends and doing new things, he started the
constant.
internet. He explored the whole internet for his business, and from 1998 to 2003, he took it from, how much was it, 3 million?
No. So from 2011 to... No, he took it up to from 2003 to 2011.
I think it was 1998 to 2003. But something around that timeline, he took it from 3 million to 60 million dollars, US dollars.
Hold on. I have to think. No, it was 95. My bad. In 1995.
1998 to 2003.
No. I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to look it up. I wrote in my notes here.
$50. Let's do a bet.
Hold on. Let me read this up.
We'll do the bet after the.
Working up to by 2011. So I think it was 2003. Huh?
It didn't say the starting time.
I didn't say the starting time. I'm gonna find it.
All right. In short, he took it from 3 million to 60 million dollars just because of his keenness to jump on new things and try the new things and learning and not being scared of them.
Yeah.
And always leveraging what is available.
Basically, what he did was he went on. He said the whole wine collection stuff, and he made the YouTube channel. He did all these things, but he's like, well, how can I expand it? So he jumped on the internet and he used Google ads, which is at the time was ridiculously cheap. No one was using it, and this was why we're learning from him, because he's constantly like above and he's saying, what's the next thing?
Yeah.
And Google, right now it would be, maybe 20, 30, 50 times as much cost per click.
Easy Google ads.
Easily.
Yeah.
And he was using it at a time when people were looking at him like, what the heck are you doing?
Why are you wasting money?
But he wasn't afraid to take risks. He's looked and he saw opportunity that no one saw, right?
Yeah.
Which I think was powerful.
And he's been very vocal about these things, about most of his predictions related to tech have been correct. Like, he spoke about Instagram becoming big, it became big. He spoke about TikTok blowing up, it blew up.
Everything, LinkedIn, all of it.
About Joe Rogan selling his podcast,
100 mil.
platform 100 mil, exactly that happened. So he's telling you prophecies sometimes when he
Basically.
comes. Yeah.
But the beauty is, because he's always in there and he dabbles in the market, he just sees trends, he sees what's going to happen, and he just
he's
does it.
very close. He has a very close look to the
He's
market.
in tune. He's in tune.
Yeah.
Next thing after that was the man, ended up, because of his whole YouTube channel, and what he did was he basically created publicity, And he got himself on.
He got on the TV as well in the middle, right? When it was on YouTube channel.
So because of this, that's how he got into the Conan O'Brien show.
O'Brien show, yeah.
Ended up, this is how he got all his connections, started investing, meeting these people because of that, right? He created that opportunity.
Yeah.
He was known as the wine guy because of it. And met Zuckerberg, met the guys that are the founders of, all these online businesses. He's got now investments, massive shares in Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Snapchat, all the whole shebang. And that really just sort of started leading him to more and more, which is, he's already the social content master, like the social media content master, right? So now he's gone into, starting his own actual,
well, not
agency.
now. 2009 was...
After this, correct. I'm already taking my... I'm there. While I'm chatting to you, I'm literally there in my mind.
You're in 2011 right now.
Dude, everyone's wearing normal clothes. It's awesome. It's freaking...
There's good songs playing on the radio.
Oh, my Lord.
Cry me a river, cry me,
Whoa.
cry me.
Don't you tell me that stuff. I will cry right here on the stage. People are not going to...
Oops, I did it again.
Oh, don't get me started, man. Everybody.
Ooh, yeah.
Rock your body.
Ooh, yeah. Anyway, so he started his own OG social media first marketing advertising company. Landed a lot of big clients. He works with a lot of big clients. He took it to 800 people in his company right now, 800 something employees now.
By 2019 he had 800. Now he's probably got...
Now even bigger. And he started some different companies. One of them just focuses on investing. One of them is just for social media marketing. Others are taking some other avenues. But he said that in his all his life, he has never been not running a business and operating a business. And that's what I assume he will always be doing. And I can see that he really loves it.
Yeah, He's super passionate about it. And I think this was basically his timeline, the story of his timeline. And out of all of it, there's so many lessons that I can take from it.
Yeah.
And I think, looking at it all, I would say that the number one thing that stands out for me was, like I already mentioned, was he just constantly had something in front of him to look forward to.
Yeah.
He understood what his goal was, very crystal clear. Take care of mum and dad, take care of the family. Originally starting off, without money in the country.
Yeah.
And so from that, anything and everything he did, he put his heart into it and thought, how can I get what I want out of this? And so I think he went into everything attacking it with intention to absolutely dominate.
Yeah.
And I think what it was his fascination. His fascination. I think it was
his fascination.
Absolutely fascinated about it.
It's amazing.
It's ridiculous.
It's amazing what you're doing.
So I think the power was he's so passionate about things because he knows what's going to happen. And so because of that, he just goes all into something. So there's something that I can definitely deploy is instead of just half-assing things, like what can I go full into?
Yeah.
And that's a really important success attribute I would say he has.
Yeah. I would say another one that I really like about him is his energy always on camera. It's high. Like it's good, but sometimes if you listen to him too much, you might feel exhausted yourself because he's always like on level 9. And that's one of the best things about him.
It's like a stereo, and you turn the stereo up on the full voltage.
Yeah, and he's always speaking like the fast. He speaks faster than me.
Okay, I want to go to
Yeah, because I think he's thinking like at speed 4x, and he's trying to talk at like 2x and slow it down still, but he still speaks so fast. But it's not like he's talking shit. He gives you information that you can use, so it's always good and useful information. Another thing is his authenticity. He's not scared when he's on camera. If he has to say something, he has used curse words all this time. Even after running these big companies, didn't bother to him. He's always authentic, and he always says what he wants to say and has to say. And he just wants to provide value without any expectations. And that's why he's getting where he is, I think.
That's something I think I'm learning from him as well. Is like, I think that's my whole strategy. Like, all the things that I'm doing now is I'm thinking, how can I help people? How can I give them something that will help them and actually, change their lives without even charging them, just the goodness of my heart, and without doing it with the intention of getting something back. Like, you know, what he's done, that's exactly what he did. And it's just come to him times 1,000. And so I think that's something I've been putting into my business is to like, hey man, how can I give back and actually make a difference? And whether I like it or not, or I try to purposely or not, I think it's just going to come straight back to me. And I think it's just such a powerful thing because we're always out there to seek, what can I get from this person? What can I do from this person?
I think giving is also another beautiful feeling. Even if you don't get anything, if you help someone, I think that's how his mindset would be too. Because that's how proper givers are. Like, you don't expect anything back, but if you do something for someone, you actually feel good that you actually created a positive impact. So you already got what you wanted from giving someone. You already felt like you actually helped someone. So
they actually say the most selfish thing in the world
is giving.
Is to give and help. Because you feel so damn good about it, right? But
if you're capable of that. Some
correct. No, that's right. I think, you know, that if I was to have to say what his best attributes are as well, like what would you say?
His authenticity and his energy level, and he's fearless to jump on new things, and he's not scared to like blow up new ventures. So that's his strongest attributes.
I think fearless is the one, man. He just sees something. He doesn't think fail. He thinks what if, and he just goes straight in.
Yeah.
And so I think that's something that I can, you know, as well as like, and I can use that in terms of when I see something new coming on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like social media, a new platform coming out, just jump straight on. Like, what's this new one, Clubhouse?
Yeah.
I'm going to make the account today, aren't I?
Yeah. So you're going to hold you accountable.
Yeah. I had friends asking me for if I want the invite. I'm going to make the account today. Thank you, Gary.
Boy.
Thank you, not thank you.
Do it.
I didn't say I'm going to use it. No, I'm kidding. Awesome, man. So I think this was a good episode.
It was a good one. We're going to do a lot more of these. We learned a lot from him, and we're going to try and use it in our lives, and hopefully you could get some value from that as well for yourself. And go follow Gary Vee. He's obviously amazing and tells you a lot of great things to learn and understand. And that's pretty much it. Let's wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah. Until then, if you want to learn more about this, we're going to put our notes as well, so you can read exactly where we researched and what we did, you know, in terms of Gary.
Yeah, we'll have a growth whole section on the website.
Yep.
All these podcasts.
Yeah, we'll chuck it up there. We'll put it up on sofa2success.com/ for now. You can find this one at sofa2success.com/ Gary with the letter V. Yeah. And that'll be up there and ready for you. But until then, ask your questions. Who would you like to see next? Because we want to decode more, and you know, it's not just useful for you. We are also learning in the process and seeing, hey man, that's powerful. Like, what can I deploy? What strategies that people use? Yeah. So until then, bye for now.
Ciao for now.
But not forever.